One or two, we'll see. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Move on to administration then.
Potpourri of things actually in the report. We'll start with fun ones first. Frank, what are you doing on Friday?
I'll be at the state fair.
Well, why would you be at the state fair?
Because it's a nice day.
No. I told Frank he was going to get singled out tonight, so I'm not blindsiding him. But he's being recognized. If you're not aware, that's really a cool thing for good work. The other thing is that was going to go into your packets, and then they didn't, and some of you have seen them. But if not, pass them, go in both directions. Larissa Rupnow had an article about her in, what was it, Fort Dodge Messenger?
Farm News.
In the Farm News, which is a great, if you haven't read it, you should, and it's a great reflection on not just her, but also on the district. And that's nice things. I'm going to go out on a limb and say sometimes as board members you don't always hear all of the great things that happen. You just hear some of the things that people are concerned about. This is what's going on with the Ag program. It's one of many bright spots. And so, and Marissa, in talking to her, was honored to be part of the story, to be the center of the story, but also very appreciative of the districts that she's worked in, including ours, and the work that's done, so you need to be aware of that. In your board packets, I gave you a heads up about adequate yearly progress, and the fact that the middle school is going to be listed on the watch list this year. And as I encouraged you, that we're not overreacting with that information. It's information, and I'm sharing it publicly so that it's out in the public. What we'll do in September is that we'll have Julie Meyer come in and show us the exact data and help us understand what that data tells us and what we need to be doing. And again, as a board, that really is your purview, dealing with student achievement and how we're going to deal with this. My point is that, and I think I used the term with you, it's a warning shot, and that's exactly what it is. It's a warning shot that a couple of the subgroup scores were lower than what they need to be, or what they should be. Is that acceptable? I think I used the term, no, it's not acceptable. It isn't. But we're not going to overreact and go crazy over that piece of data. We're going to do something with it. So just wanted to publicly say that and make sure everybody's aware, because at some point it'll be published in the Des Moines Register, and best that you hear it from us than reading it on a Sunday morning or whenever. So in any case, that's that, and we'll be coming back to that many times for obvious reasons. Sent out in your packets the schedule for the in-service. It starts on, or preschool in-service, it starts on Wednesday. If you're around at Wednesday morning, if you're able to stop into the auditorium or to the cafeteria at the middle school, join us, and you're certainly welcome to do that. Other things, one is that give some serious thought. I put it in your packets, the information on the Iowa School Board Association Convention. Give that some thought. We'll come back to you a couple of times on your involvement in that. Again, pretty new at this, but I know from past experience that board members being active in the state organization is very, very important. It's how you learn, you get to network and do different things. So I encourage you, if you can work that into your schedule, to do so. In your packets also told you about a decision made to beef up the backbone. I don't know if that's the right technical term, but you know, the infrastructure in both districts, computer infrastructure, hasn't had a ton of attention over the last years. And what visiting with Beth that we're doing is focusing to start with at the middle school and at this building. People will be in to upgrade the switches and different things. On Friday of this week, we should be up and running first day of school on Monday. And this infrastructure really provides us with an opportunity to continue to build technology and utilize technology into the future. As with technology, it's going to change and whatnot. This is best stuff at this point to equip us, because you get to a point with technology that the system can't handle anymore. And then you get people excited about the uses of technology as a mechanism for better instruction and improved student learning. and then the stuff doesn't work, and that's it's counterproductive. And so this is money being well spent by the SAC district, and then that leads into the discussion with the WLBA district that we're going to be having in the next couple of months over the same issues. Because what happens in these two buildings, the same process needs to happen at the Wall Lake Elementary and at the so SAC first, WLBA is coming. Clarification, in case any of you are hearing, if I can find the right piece of paper. John sent out, there's some confusion on, perhaps some confusion on cost. And John sent out, thankfully, clarification today so that you know what's going on. Tuition that was approved by the board with no milk fee for kindergarten is $40 a month. Empowerment grants are plentiful. I'm reading because you wrote it so articulately. And what we're recommending is that students in kindergarten apply for empowerment. They'll pick, if they qualify, which a lot of our students will, they'll qualify to have that fee paid for them in kindergarten. So that's a $40 fee. In the new pre-kindergarten, we're not going to charge a book fee. There is a $54 milk fee, and that cannot be waived or reduced. So that's what the ultimate fee for pre-kindergarten will be. And then kindergarten is the regular book fee that John has on there. So anyway, to clarify, it's exactly the same between the SAC district and WLBA. Everything's where it needs to be. So if you get questions about one district having something and the other one not true, that's gospel. Okay?
It must be pretty low compared to the Des Moines Register because they have some of them 120.
Sunday, yeah, they did. And again, just in terminology too, as long as I have the forum here. We've called it in this district, I'm told, kindergarten for a long time. Where it's going to get confusing is that really is the state preschool. Okay? And so you'll probably hear me not use kindergarten just because that's a term I interviewed and I said, oh, that's cool. And then I went on to ask them, what exactly is that? It's a great term, but the preschool is actually the kindergarten, and then we're using the term pre-kindergarten for the new 5-year program in kindergarten. That's the sequence, just so that we're all kind of speaking the same language. If you want to use kindergarten, that's fine. If I use preschool, we'll know what we're talking about. Okay? Project updates we probably ought to run through quickly, or maybe we can do that later in the agenda. I forget. We'll do that in unfinished business? Okay. The only other thing I guess I would add then is that, in being a new superintendent, you go through you get the opportunity to go through a mentoring program through the School Administrators of Iowa, and so we did that paperwork, and my mentor, I found out this afternoon, is a gentleman, Jeff Cruz from IKM RCL.
He lives right by Wall Lake.
Okay. He's your neighbor? Okay, well don't tell him anything bad about me, he doesn't know anything yet. Any case, so we'll go through that process, and I'm excited because I don't want to mention. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Make note of that.
An applicant.
Well, this is going to be fun. That's good to know. But I'm looking forward to it because I've discovered in 7 short weeks that, boy, there's a lot of reports and details that John I have a beaten path over to John's office already up right down there. But in any case, so it'll be useful. But, okay, that's what I got here other than project updates. We can do that later. Any questions for me? Or